Welcome to another episode of What's the Big Idea? Today it's really my great pleasure to welcome to What's the Big Idea Professor Oleg Lavrentovich. And we'll have a chance to talk to Professor Lavrentovich today about his research to understand the world of liquid crystals.
Hi, President Icahn.
Professor Lavrentovich, welcome to What's the Big Idea? So as I understand it, at least some of your work is about taking very small particles, such as bacteria, and figuring out how to manipulate that to generate something.
Exactly. The humans domesticated animals, but only big animals. We are still very far off telling viruses and bacteria what do we want them to do. And so we are using liquid crystals to try to control and command the dynamics of bacteria so that we can extract some useful work.
So we can domesticate bacteria.
Exactly, yeah. So we figure out that if we will use a liquid crystal as the environment for them to live, then we can do many things with the control and command of their behavior.
We're going to now have a brief sort of general look at your research, a general explanation, so that we can then understand what we're seeing down in your lab here in a few moments.
Yeah, very good. What you see here in this video is a small droplet of water with microscopic bacteria that are swimming. And you can imagine that these little things that are smaller than the diameter of a human hair are very efficient swimmers. They transform the energy of nutrients, of sugars, into mechanical propulsion. And so when you look at this, you think, gosh, if we could streamline these dynamics, maybe we can do some microscopic surgeries or microscopic, things like, in Terminator, that the robot disintegrates into small pieces and
then pulls itself back together again.
So, but unlike big animals, these creatures do not have ears, they don't have eyes, so it's very hard to communicate to them. And we decided that placing them in a liquid crystal might be this channel of communication.
I don't even know how to ask this question, but how much work did it take to get to this point?
Oh, that's, to learn how to prepare the alignment of liquid crystals the way we want it to be, that was maybe 3 years. But
3 years.
But you cannot do it before certain materials emerge or before certain technology become available. So we have two graduate students, Moshtaba and Hand.
So here we have a droplet of water. This black bulb that you see is a droplet of water. Inside there is bacteria swimming all around. Because we have the liquid crystal enables this droplet to propel in one direction.
So we saw in the first movie that we can have the liquid crystal aligned in unidirectional fashion. Now we can control precisely the director or the direction of the alignment of the liquid crystal to create spots where the droplets would be attracted and the stops, and the prohibited spots where the droplets are never going to be there. So this
So you're controlling where it goes.
Exactly, and also we can make them stop and make them move from one point to another and so on. So this actually a very continuous pattern. It's an array of this pattern where we can use laser, for example, to move it from here and make it go in a new direction.
Nice.
This pattern, once it's created, it's there forever. But Moshtaba has an approach in which electric field realigns the trajectory.
Right. We have this droplet. It originally moves to the right, and then we apply electric field like diagonally, and we change the direction of motion. Then we apply electric field like vertically, this thing, and then we change continuously the direction of motion. It's very flexible. You can do it in any direction, basically, that you want.
Dr. Lavrentovich, thank you so much for this tour. It really exemplifies the importance of research and the amount of research that's happening at Kent State. Of course, we're mindful that it takes place with the help of our graduate students, and one of whom has just received employment offer from Intel, so congratulations. And it's why I really enjoy doing these What's the Big Idea videos, because I learn about even more great things that are happening at Kent State. So thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you for your interest, President Daikon, and we are happy to support the students, and that comes from the entire community here at Kent.